This is Sway. Sway.
Sway.
Sway.
In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning. Shake it. Wake your fuck ass up. That crust out your eye.
Yeah, that's the last Artful Dodger. We met her yesterday for the first time in the studio. Heather B, what you think?
It was nice, man. Such a refreshing young artist, educated, full of hope, and spoke her existence right here into this show.
No, she did. She said she willed herself here. And that happens a lot sometimes with young artists. I like meeting them, too, when they're fresh, Heather B.
Yeah.
And like our guest today, I had a chance to meet her years ago. She probably don't remember it. I know she doesn't, because she's looking at me like, I'm going to put the pieces of the puzzle together. And this was before she performed for the president, and she's performed at the Olympics, and she's done all these great things. But one of her first performances, I'm not sure if it was in the United States, but it definitely was for MTV. Took place years ago. It's not clicking to you, huh?
I remember meeting you, but I just don't remember what I was doing.
Okay, good. By the way, my name is Sway, Emeli.
Yeah, I know.
You know what? I can't.
Good to meet you. Emeli Sandé is here, ladies and gentlemen. You performed for MTV. Was it a Viacom event? It was for a bunch of clients around the MTV VMAs.
Okay.
In LA years ago.
Right.
I was the guy. It was some dude came out on stage before you performed and actually introduced you.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm that guy.
Sorry.
Yes.
No, I know you.
Now we come full circle.
No, I'm honored to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, honor to have you here. I've had a chance to watch your career, but more importantly, just listen to your music. And you have stayed consistent and strong. And you got the new album, Long Live the Angels, that we're going to talk about today. And somehow Emeli's done something that 99% of hip-hop people cannot do. And I'm going to explain that to you up next. Sway in the Morning, Shea 4-5. Let's play some Hurts. It hurts when all is just left to do is watch. It hurts.
What's happening?
I'm going to tell you, Emeli Sandé is here. Listen, I've had Gladys Knight up here.
I know.
And done a duet with Gladys Knight.
You did. She coached him.
Angela Bassett has come up here.
Yep.
And I've done a duet with
Did you
Angela
sing?
Bassett.
Did you sing with Tamia? I felt like
Tamia came up here. Mm-hmm. And we did a duet.
Oh, man.
What's the sweeper? Yeah, right? I'm just saying, because the lyrics to this chorus, the first line is, baby,
I'm not made of stone. It hurts.
It hurts. I wrote this, loving you the way I do. It hurts.
It hurts.
I'm not in good voice today. Loving you the way I do. It hurts.
you're not coming from that place.
I can't.
You gotta come from there.
I got what? I just the most common topic ever written about in the history of mankind. It ain't how much money you make. It's not how many cars you have, how many men you bagged, or how many women you bagged. It's love.
It's universal.
It's universal. And I am always intrigued when a writer, in her case, singer, songwriter, producer, performer, entertainer, can find a way to write about a topic that's refreshing and touch on feelings and make you feel a way you haven't quite felt.
Right.
Or you can identify with, and it feels new, That chorus to Hurts took me back to a time, and I was saying this off air, where I was emotionally unstable. And made me think of relationships I had that I had to watch, and it hurt. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm singing the song, Heather.
So tap into that place and let me hear the voice again.
Let me, I wonder.
Baby, not made of stone.
It hurts.
I was like, stub your toe hurt.
See, that was more real. That was real.
I believe you.
It hurt. No, I had a young lady I dated in the early millennium, and I will admit that it was a person I really liked. Wasn't the only person I dated, but it was understood. And we built with each other. We had a really open kind of understanding. I wasn't a dog about it. I wasn't sloppy about it. And then finally she wanted to move on and do something different. I wasn't ready to take that step. And I remember watching her months later, flourishing, doing great. And I remember I was happy for her. And I saw her in a relationship and she looked happy and I was happy for her. But it hurt. I'm sorry, Emily. I just identified with this
But
song.
I've never, yeah. I guess it must have hurt, but I feel like she would have sung it with real meaning, like when she was hurting but hurt's hurt.
Hurt is hurt.
Hurt is hurt.
Don't discriminate against my hurt, Emily.
You're
My
right.
hurt
I
is...
just feel bad for her. Like,
you feel bad for her. And you don't even know her. She didn't introduce you.
okay, yeah, sorry, yeah.
But you feel bad for her. But that's a good point. Where did this song come from?
This song came from, the only reason I say I feel for her is because this song came from not saying how I felt for so long. You know, not feeling like taking it and feeling like, oh, showing people you're happy for so long and kind of changing yourself to be what the other person wants and to fit into their life. And then, you know, one day after years of that, you're like, you know what, this hurts. You know, I love you, but it really hurts and I have to love myself now. You know, and I feel like this was the whole album was about finding self-love and finding self-respect enough to be like, you know, enough is enough. So that's what the song is about for me.
So that explains it, because when you listen to this album, this is for me. Everybody's going to have their own different experience. This is my weekend album. And I'm chilling and I'm reflecting on things and I'm trying to get things together. And I got this playing in the background. You know, you got songs on this album like Lonely. You know, and I was listening to Lonely. Do you know the lyrics to Lonely?
Me?
Yeah. You wrote them, right?
Yeah.
Tell how the lyrics go.
They go, sometimes I get lonely, and sometimes you don't know me.
Keep going.
It's me. And to try explain why I'll be gone by morning is like expecting spring to understand the autumn. So baby, I'm out of here. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Is that beautiful, Heather?
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm a romantic.
Oh, Sway, come on.
And Emily has been able to tap into this. This is different. How is this album for you, the approach different from your first album, would you say? Because it's a different time, different.
Yeah. I feel like this album, I just kind of had to get real. That was just a big thing in my life. Like I really had to get real with myself and how I was feeling and process everything. And I just had to get to know myself on a lot more of a personal level. So I feel like this album is a lot deeper and a lot more personal. Yeah.
Is it true then? Because I've never written a ballad, I guess, as a songwriter. I don't sing. But is it true that then you need kind of the heartache and the heartbreak in order to write from that place? Do you need the bad things to happen or the sadness to happen? Because people will say, well, this person sound better when they were going through stuff, you know, and now that they're happy, their music is not the same, you know. Do you kind of need that?
I hope not. I mean, I don't know. I think you just need to feel something, you know. I hope that I feel happiness in the same intensity and I can write a completely happy album when I'm feeling good. But you definitely need to be feeling something other than, you know, just work, or you need to kind of have your emotions and kind of understand them. So I hope I can write music that when I'm feeling good and it still touches people. So I don't think you need sadness, but you definitely need to be feeling something. Yeah.
You toured with Coldplay, and this day and age, being a supporting act for an artist that's, you know, really big and mainstream is kind of an important learning experience for new artists or even just artists in general. So what was something that maybe you picked up from them while being on the road?
They were just like completely professional. Everything was so, it worked on point, and they gave so much to their fans, even though they were doing, you know, arenas around the world. Everything was so the fan had an incredible experience. You know, they had the flashing wristbands, and then when a certain drop came in the song, all these balls came down. It's just such, you left feeling euphoric. So I feel like that was the biggest lesson for me, because they're the biggest band in the world, and for them to still have that care for the people that are putting them there is the biggest lesson for me.
Emeli Sandé is here. Critically acclaimed vocalist, performer. We're speaking of performing for the president at the Olympics, opening up for Coldplay. But in your downtime, I'm just trying to imagine, like, who cleans your house? Like, who does this stuff for you?
Yeah, who fry
Are you
your
packing
chicken?
your luggage?
Yeah.
Like, who,
Oh man,
who's doing
Fry
that?
your chicken.
Somebody
gotta fry your chicken, Emily.
Yeah, you gotta let that
You
out.
Scottish born, but where your family from? Like the Congo or something like that?
my dad's from Zambia.
Zambia, right? Y'all
yeah.
frying chicken.
Yeah, my dad is the best cook ever.
Yeah?
But yeah. So I've got my sister's in London with me, and I have great friends around me. So when I go home, I just like to chill out, maybe make a bit of music, but just, you know, soak up the city again and just soak up how people are feeling.
You in London? Or where you
I
at
live in
now?
London, yeah.
You live in London?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you get to hang out or people recognize you? Because I think with the new hairstyle, by the
Yeah.
way, it's stunning.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, but it's going to bring you a lot of attention.
Really?
Yeah, probably more than you have. Have you noticed that? Have people react? Is this new, by the way?
This is brand new. This is
Okay,
like
okay.
2 days old.
Oh, so, okay. I thought it was new. I was like, yeah.
I'm okay. Like, well, to be honest, because everyone was, whenever they thought they'd see me, they thought they'd see this big blonde quiff.
Mm-hmm.
So I can kind of go undercover quite a lot in London if I just, you know,
Do that,
put
right?
a hat on or something. But we'll see. Maybe now I'm like just setting myself up. But yeah, I can live a pretty normal life, to be honest, in London. And if people recognize me, they'll talk about the music or what song meant to them.
Mm-hmm.
So it feels nice, and it feels all about the music.
Are artists from your area from London, I guess, are they very supportive of each other? Because, you know, like sometimes here in the States, if you from Cali, it's like, well, what part of Cali you from? Oh, well, we don't mess with them over there. And then like
Right.
New York is broken to Brooklyn, Queens. Is it very supportive or separated?
I mean, from what I've felt, I feel like everyone's pretty supportive. I mean, I came from, because I grew up in Scotland. So when I moved to London like 7 years ago, I just felt really embraced by, you know, especially the black music scene in the UK. And I feel like we've all just kind of been on this journey, and it's all, you know, coming up now. Like, I loved seeing like British artists getting love over here, and like Dizzy Rascal, Skepta, Wretch, 3-2. Like, it's amazing to see this movement's like really pushed on now, and to be a part of that from the beginning feels amazing. So
It's amazing, right?
I feel like we're all sticking together because it's a small place, but there's such a cool creative vibe over there at the moment.
Yeah.
Notice she named my homie,
I heard us.
Dizzy Rascal.
What up, Dizzy?
When I go to the UK, that's who I run with.
He's amazing.
Yeah, he's a great guy. You got to just, you know, make sure you're on his good side. Though. You seen some shit, huh, Emily? Yeah,
I
no.
haven't seen. I've only seen his good side.
Oh, you only seen his good side. Well, it's the haircut. Okay, so I mentioned in the front of the interview, you've done something that 90, maybe 99% of hip hop folks cannot do, and that's find J Electronica. And somehow, I don't know what you did.
It's the hair, right?
It's the hair. Jay Electronica is like one of my favorite people. He's like my great friend,
Right.
And he doesn't even know it. You know. But you guys did a song called Garden. But what is your relationship with Jay Electronica like?
We met maybe, it was 2 summers ago, and I worked with a producer, an artist called Naughty Boy in London. And he's like, yeah, come over. I think it was after a show. And we get there, and Jay's there, and we just started hanging out. It was just really supernatural. And then I played him Garden. And then with that whole summer, we just kept hanging out. I was in LA, we would chill out. And I just think, you know, he's a genius. You know, just even spending time with him and being in his aura and energy is so inspiring. And I just, you know, I was like, where's the album? Bring out the people. People need it. People want to hear it. And I just think he's amazing. I felt so honored to be able to work with him on Garden. And, you know, just he put a verse on it that really connected with the story of the song. And I feel like all of our stories intertwined. So I just appreciate that he he immersed himself in the song.
That he did. And then who else is featured on that track?
Anya Zion.
Anya Zion?
Yeah,
Okay.
she's from London as well. Actually, we all met on the same night with Jay, and she's a brilliant artist, and this is her poetry first coming out now. But yeah, we all got to do the video together, and it was like a little reunion.
Like a reunion. Say her name again. I want to make sure I say it correctly.
Anya Zion.
Anya Zion.
Yes.
Get to know that name.
Yeah.
Emeli Sandé is here. You want to talk with her? 888-742-3345. This is Garden off the album Long Live the Angels, out now. You need good music? Get this album, Sway in the Morning. Emeli Sandé, Long Live the Angels. 888-742-3345. We got Hector on the line from Texas.
Hector, what's popping?
Hector, what's popping?
Man, I've been waiting so long to talk to y'all. How y'all doing this morning?
Oh, man, doing great, man. We just hear you on the head with good music right now, Hector. I hope you get it.
Fantastic.
That's what's up.
Oh yeah, I've been getting it, definitely. I've been feeling fantastic. I've got all my ears, eyes, fingers, and toes, and I've been blessed, with some good music. So thank y'all. Thank you very much.
That's what's up. You got a question for Emeli? Her album Long Live the Angels is out now. Go ahead.
Hey.
So I didn't mean to interrupt. Emily, how you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Fantastic. I got a question. So I know there's a huge difference, obviously, between UK music and American music. And do you have a particular demographic that you aim towards? Like, would you rather sell big in the UK or would you rather sell big in the United States? Would you rather sell, where does it matter to you? Where did you get popular and who you play in front of? Or are you just not in it for that? Are you in it for just making music to make people happy, regardless of where they're from?
I feel like the beautiful thing about music, and especially I'm noticing this time around, is like if people want to hear, I try and just be as truthful and as honest as I can in my lyric, and when that connects to people, it's incredible because it kind of just smashes down any barriers or labels. Or like I've got, especially with internet now, there's people in South Africa asking me to come play, and then I have people from here and then Ireland, and it's just amazing to see that when music touches people, it touches all different races, genders, everything. And it's just, I feel like that's a blessing for me that I can reach as many people as possible. So for me, my mission is just to take the music as far and as wide as I can, go to places I haven't been before, and just, see if it connects, see if the people like it.
Yeah. Hey, man, thank you for that question. Hector, get the album, man.
Definitely, I will. I definitely will. I'm surprised. I don't hear much people artists say that. But thank you very much. Y'all have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
That's more the reason. So have you ever been like, be honest, like we all grew up loving music culture and wanting to be somewhere in and around the music business, and we all found our path.
Yeah.
Heather B, first reality TV star.
Like,
You are. First fight on reality TV. Heather B, Real World, season 1.
just give
Okay,
Emily all
I'm
that.
just letting her know. But but Heather, prior to Real World, has always been an MC,
Right.
a writer, a performer. Real World was just an outlet for her to express herself, and then she started, becoming a chef and a mixologist. She's an actress, she's produced some things, but it's allowed her to get in and out, and be around this business. As a child, what did you grow up believing or thinking you wanted to be? Was it this?
Yeah, I mean, I always wanted to be a musician, but my dad, he's a teacher, so he'd come from Zambia based on education, so he'd always said, girls, like, do your thing. My sister was a really good footballer, like soccer.
Soccer,
Yeah, so he was like, we're going to support all your talents, but just make sure that school's ticked off and make sure that you're never desperate for anything, that you're in control of your future. So that was always the biggest thing. So school came first, but the dream was, okay, once I do that, I can go home and do piano. I can write a song. Music was it. I was always trying to find a way, one way or another. I started songwriting for other people first to kind of get my foot in the door. And before that, I studied medicine at Glasgow. So if I wasn't doing that, I would have been a doctor, hopefully. But even throughout that, I was just thinking, how am I I was traveling to London all the time trying to sing. There's just this big passion inside of me, and I just had to make it happen one way or another.
Yeah. You've done some amazing things and performed on some amazing stages. Has there been a time that she was like, oh, shit, I'm about to do this? Like, what was probably your most overwhelming performance you had to do?
Yeah, probably the opening of the Olympics.
Yeah,
that was like,
yeah.
whew. Especially because I was singing Abide With Me. And I know that's just such an important song to so many people. So I was like, I've got to deliver this right. And at the rehearsals, it went really bad. Like the rehearsal, I couldn't hear anything in my ears. And because the tubes were leaving, the whole stadium started like leaving. So I got completely distracted. So I went back and just like had to get focused. But it was just so nerve-wracking. There were so many people watching. And then I completely forgot the song right before I went on. And then just suddenly, I don't know, I said a little prayer and it came back, and then stood at the mic and it just came out. But yeah, I've never been that nervous before, and I hope I never am again.
Yeah, that's, and let me tell you a perspective you probably never thought of, because I'm a dad, and your worst fear as a father with your daughter is seeing her screw up in front of the whole world. So I'm glad you were able to pull that off.
Yes, thank you.
Your dad would have been embarrassed for a lifetime.
What would you have done if the song had not come back?
Yeah.
Maybe I would have freestyled. I don't know, but the thing is, it's like, yo,
Did she say freestyle?
Yeah.
Emily, got something you could sing to this?
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, I feel it. Hey. Okay, I feel it, yeah. I feel it running through my veins. Guess I'm already bleeding for it. All 4 chambers got a different kind of beat for it. Try to hold my breath, but it's filling up my lungs. Try to keep it quiet, but it's banging like a drum, and it's shaking on my bones and tearing up my ligaments. I'm still trying to act like, nah, it ain't that serious, but I'm deep in the womb and I'm kicking on the diaphragm. Trying not to seizure, blaze like Caesar. Funny when I feel the choke of the umbilical. My soul gets deeper, songs real spiritual. Cross round my neck and a crystal in my pocket. My love is the bomb and forgiveness is the rocket. Which army gon' stop it? My faith rises up even while pulse dropping. I wrote it on my heart so it's never forgotten. You're only begotten. Sun and the moon and the stars all been watching. Say lie.
You hear that medical school in there?
Bars, son.
Bars.
Bars, son. Wow, that was dope.
So dope.
Oh, I hear a rap album coming?
Yeah, I would love that.
Do that.
Yeah, man.
Do that. Get your Electronica to do some more with you, too. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Emeli Sandé, ladies and gentlemen. Long Live the Angels is out now. We only bring you the cream of the crop.
Are you on Twitter?
We only bring you the top notch.
Are you on Twitter?
We only bring you the best here on
Emeli
Sirius XM.
Talk about it.
Talking around there, I'm talking, man. We only bring you the cream of the crop. I said it, the elite.
Creme de la creme.
The top is much better than the bottom.
So much better.
The top of the food chain right here. This is the clear diamond right here. Ladies and gentlemen, Emeli Sandé. Hey, man, thank you for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
And when I'm in the UK, I kind of want to be a fly on the wall and hang out with you guys,
Yeah,
too.
please. We
No
get
cameras,
Jay.
no
Yeah.
mics, no nothing.
I'd love that.
Okay? Just
Yeah.
people, all right?
All right. I'm in.
Congratulations. Continued success. You guys get the album. We're going to do some Celebrity Wire up next. Sway in the Morning, Shade 45.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45.